From the station working for you, this is Good Morning Indiana, streaming now.
Now at 4:30, an important change for students and teachers in Marion County. Why the Public Health Department is saying they can return to the classroom sooner than expected. All eyes are on the FDA as the process continues to authorize a COVID-19 vaccine, the next step for Pfizer before doses can be distributed. And enjoying the holiday season can be hard when dealing with the loss of a loved one. How one woman is using her grief to bring joy to her community. Happy Friday, and thank you so much for joining us here for Good Morning Indiana. I'm Nicole Griffin in for Lauren Casey this morning. Meteorologist Kyle Mounts is joining me now. Kyle, it feels a little warmer today than it did yesterday. Not quite as chilly out there this morning.
Yeah, doing a little bit better here already this morning, Nicole. Temperatures that are in the 40s, and you're still at 51 in the Bloomington area. So we are going to see another mild day here. We got 44 downtown and 44 in Lafayette. Mainly clear skies still out there. We've got a few clouds, but look at this. Temperatures compared to 24 hours ago are running 10 to 20 degrees warmer for us. Still chilly. You're going to need that coat out there this morning, but not bad here for a early December day. As we check out the satellite and radar, there are some of those clouds already streaming through, and you can see a few more of those back into Illinois. That will kind of be the trend as we go throughout the day today. A gradual increase in our clouds. Temperatures, though, they're not going to be held back. Around 60 again for that afternoon high, not too far away from that record. So we are very mild. Showers, they will be arriving later today, I think really into this evening and the overnight hours. It does play a role in our weekend forecast going forward, and we're going to be timing all that out for you here in just a little bit, Nicole.
All right, Kyle, thank you. Let's take a live look out at the roads here at 431. This is our look at I-65 and I-865, where you can see not a whole lot of cars out on the road early this morning, but no delays or crashes right now. We will keep you updated all morning long throughout Good Morning Indiana. New overnight, a large fire damaging 3 homes on the near west side. Multiple fire crews were called to the 1500 block of Salsey Street. That's near New York Street and White River Parkway. It happened around 2:15. One home was badly burned and the flames spread to 2 others. Fire officials say the home was vacant and no injuries were reported. Investigators are still working to find the cause of the fire. With new data and new CDC recommendations, Marion County schools will be allowed to return to in-person learning earlier than planned. During the mayor's update, the director of the Marion County Public Health Department, Dr. Virginia Kane, announced that students in 1st through 12th grade can return to the classroom on January 4th. That's a change from the original date of January 15th. Dr. Kane says the decision was made after data shows schools are not contributing to community spread of COVID-19. The CDC's also changed its new recommendations for quarantine time from 7 to 10 days rather than 14. But students and staff are being asked to take extra precautions before that return date.
Any parent, any student, and teachers are recommended to avoid any unnecessary contact outside of their household at least 10 days prior to the January the 4th return. That is so critical.
Some school districts are already responding to the change. IPS says they do not anticipate changing their return date, while others like Perry Township are. We have more on the change and the response from school districts on our website, WRTV.com. Here's a look at the latest case numbers. Indiana has now surpassed 400,000 total COVID-19 cases. The State Department of Health reporting 6,604 new cases on Thursday. 96 more Hoosiers have also died with the virus. That brings the state's death toll to more than 6,300. 573 of those have been reported so far in December. Now to that major announcement from the FDA, an advisory committee recommending Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine for emergency use over Zoom. Now all eyes are on the authorization plans to quickly distribute doses. ABC's Alex Perche has the latest now from Washington.
A critical moment in the fight against the coronavirus happening over a Zoom call.
So we do have a favorable vote.
An FDA advisory committee voting to recommend emergency use authorization of the first vaccine against COVID-19. The Pfizer vaccine found to be 95% effective with no serious side effects.
I do believe that the data is now clear that the vaccines appear to be safe and effective.
Next, it goes to the full FDA for authorization. That decision expected soon. Once it has the green light, Pfizer will begin sending out the first 2.9 million doses across the country within 24 hours. Those first doses earmarked for healthcare workers and nursing home residents. Pharmacy giants Walgreens and CVS standing by to help get the vaccine out.
We expect to be able to go to every single facility that has selected us as a partner within 3 to 4 weeks to provide the first dose.
This comes after 2 of the darkest days since the pandemic started. The U.S. crossing another grim milestone, more than 3,000 deaths a day. That's a reported fatality from the virus every 30 seconds. California breaking its own records in cases, hospitalizations, and deaths. This hospital turning its parking garage into a makeshift surgical hospital. Some states like Arkansas have seen deaths double since last week. In Massachusetts, a newly reopened field hospital is now admitting more patients than expected. Virginia's governor announced a midnight curfew, and Pennsylvania is banning all events with more than 50 people and suspending indoor dining as of tomorrow. And Pfizer likely won't be the only option. Officials are hopeful that soon we'll have FDA-authorized vaccines from Moderna, AstraZeneca, and next Johnson & Johnson, with even more vaccines in the pipeline. Alex Perche, ABC News, Washington.
Alex, thank you. The top lawmaker in the Indiana House is in quarantine after testing positive for COVID-19. Republican House Speaker Todd Houston of Fishers received his test results Wednesday and is quarantining at home. His office says he has mild symptoms and has not been at the State House within the past week or had recent contact with other legislators or staff. The legislator is expected to begin the 2021 session on January 4th. For those dealing with food insecurity during the pandemic, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is offering some help this weekend. Employees with Anthem, Blue Cross Blue Shield are holding a mobile food distribution center there on Saturday. The goal is to serve up to 2,000 households with fresh produce, frozen meats, and dairy products. The event is no contact and runs from 10 to 1. It will be located at the Speedway's Gate 2 on West 16th Street. It's a season of joy, happiness, and celebration, but this year for so many Hoosiers, it's also a time of sadness. Our Alyssa Donovan shows us a Noblesville woman decided that she would take her grief and turn it into something good.
Here at the Riverwalk Village Senior Living Facility, every single room has a window, and one local woman saw this as an opportunity to bring a little holiday joy to all of the residents who are stuck living inside.
Oh. They're little wood, but they're stars. So we can paint those. Oh my gosh, I haven't even seen all this stuff. There's a tree for a room.
Libby Sutherland's dining room is piled high with Christmas decorations.
Oh my gosh, look at this. I love the plaid. Oh, and it's that wonderful, wonderful stuff.
All donated to help her decorate the residents' rooms and outside their windows at Riverwalk Village Nursing Home.
The response was so overwhelming. People were beyond kind and generous.
Sutherland sent out a call to the community on Facebook.
A painting.
Wanting to bring some holiday spirit to the people who live at the home, a place that's near and dear to her heart.
Because my mom had been there.
Just a few months ago, the two had discussed Christmas plans.
We were talking about the Christmas cookies, so we talked about making those and what we were going to make for Christmas dinner.
But none of those traditions will include Mary Sutherland this year. The 88-year-old passed away in October, and her daughter is channeling her grief into something good.
Oh, this is so cute. And I got to tell you, I was feeling really down until I started this. Yay!
A strategy experts say may be one of the best ways to handle loss this holiday season.
One of the ways we honor our grief is by honoring that person with the rituals or doing things that they would have liked us to do.
Which is exactly what Sutherland is doing, honoring her mother by giving back.
And I won't have her, but I can adopt 96 residents at Riverwalk Village and sing with them. And in their smiles, I'll see Mom.
I'm Alyssa Donovan, WRTV.
Great story, Alyssa. Thank you so much. LA Landscaping volunteered their time to hang up Christmas lights and to create a winter wonderland outside of the Noblesville nursing home. And a date is not yet set, but family of residents and community members plan to do a night of caroling outside the windows at the home. A children's book author is addressing the importance of diversity in kids' picture books, not just with skin color, but also with holiday traditions. Yolanda T. Marshall was born in Guyana and later moved to Canada. In her book, A Piece of Black Cake for Santa, she explores the difference between Western and Caribbean Christmas traditions. She hopes children who share her background can see themselves in her characters and that other kids can enjoy the book while learning about a different culture.
You know that people are out there looking for this, and I'm more so educating our younger generation. So with every book that comes out, I find more people are gravitating, and that's great. Like I just, for myself, I'm a parent, and I want my readers to know that, guess what, you're going to learn about new cultures and you're going to learn about yourself too. It allows you to just have an imagination and have it relate to your home, and also teaches others to respect that this is what it is in my home. This is how my Santa is going to be, and that's just fine.
You can learn more about Marshall's books and her thoughts on representation in this story right now on the WRTV app. For the first time in 13 years, doctors are changing the way they treat asthma. Coming up, the improvements they are making to help millions of Americans with the disease. And the Colts are fighting to stay in the playoff picture. Still ahead, a look at how they are preparing for this weekend's decisive game. Kyle.
And our average low this time of year is 25 degrees, so not bad at all as the kids head off to the bus stop this morning with a temperature of 41. A few clouds around the area. Those clouds will be building as the kids head home with temperatures approaching 60 degrees. We do have some rain in the forecast as we head into the weekend. We'll talk about that. It is about to turn 4:42 here on your Friday morning. You're watching Good Morning Indiana.
The Trump administration has carried out its 9th execution of the year. Federal prison officials in Terre Haute executed 40-year-old Brandon Bernard last night for his role in the murders of an Iowa couple. The case was brought into the spotlight by Kim Kardashian and other celebrities who called for the execution to be stopped. Bernard was 18 when he and 4 other teenagers abducted, robbed, and killed a couple in Texas. The gunman, Christopher Villalva, was executed in September. Bernard's last words were an apology to the victim's family. 4 more federal executions, including one today, are planned in President Trump's remaining weeks in office. If all continue, it would mean that President Trump oversaw 13 executions during his time in office, which is the most of any presidency in the last century. This morning, the search for 2 missing workers at an Ohio power plant is now a recovery mission. Part of the building at the Killen generating station in Adams County collapsed Wednesday morning, trapping workers inside. The workers were part of a demolition crew. Rescue workers were able to find 3 of the workers who were taken to the hospital, but 2 others are still missing.
Doug was amazing. He was super friendly and he would do anything for anybody. So, I mean, if any one of us was laying in there in his spot, he would be out here doing everything he could to get anybody out.
The Occupational Safety and Health Administration is investigating the accident. The building was supposed to be taken down on December 14th. The way doctors treat asthma in both children and adults just got a major update. Respiratory experts say the changes in guidelines focus on 6 key areas, including improving asthma diagnosis, management, and treatment. It's the first published update in 13 years. One of the biggest changes is that many patients may not need to use an inhaler every day. The new recommendations for inhaler use vary by age and severity of asthma, so it's important that you talk to your doctor about the new guidelines. It is 4:46. Let's get another check of your Friday forecast with Kyle. Kyle, we're starting off on a pretty good note this morning.
Yeah, I can't really complain about these numbers, Nicole. We've got a temperature of 51 for you in Bloomington right now, 44 downtown. Gets a little bit colder to the north. We got temperatures in the upper 30s around Logansport and Peru. There's a warm front that's lifting through the northern portion of the state, so everyone will again be on the mild side of things today. In fact, as we look at that temperature forecast, those numbers taking off into the middle 40s already here at 10 a.m. We'll get to 55 at noon and afternoon highs in the upper 50s to around 60 degrees once again. Well, it has been 10 days in a row without any rain or snow here across central Indiana. So that means every day so far in the month of December. Does look like things are going to be changing, though, for the weather as we get into this evening. Here's a look at TrueCast as we get to 6 o'clock tonight. So right through the evening drive, we're going to be dry. Just going to notice that those clouds get a little bit thicker and not going to be as bright for the skies here as what we've had the last couple of days. But there comes the rain as we get to 10 o'clock tonight. Some scattered light rain showers across central Indiana. And then as we go into our Saturday morning, a little more widespread, bit of a damp start to the weekend here. We may even hear a couple of rumbles of thunder, not out of the question, but we're not expecting severe weather with any of those. As we get to 9:30 in the morning, still some rain, fairly widespread, but as we go into the afternoon, I think it will become a little more scattered in nature, so we'll dry out a little bit, but it's going to be a breezy day here as we also have those rainfall totals ranging from about a ½ inch to maybe close to an inch here in northwestern communities where that rain starts a little bit earlier here as we go into the evening hours. Tonight, temperatures staying very warm for this time of year. We'll only drop down to around 50 in Indianapolis, 52 in Lafayette. Again, our average high is right around 40 degrees, so we're not even going to get that cool tonight. 56 for us on Saturday, so temperatures warm a little bit with those breezy conditions. Then on Sunday, that's where things change for us in the temperature department as we get back to average and 40 degrees. There's a look at those wind gusts, though, out of the southwest around 30 to 35 miles per hour throughout the day on Saturday. So it will be a little breezy with that rain. 7-day forecast for you now. We run out of the mild temperatures as we get into our Sunday. 40 degrees there. Lows will get back into the 20s by Monday morning, and it does look like things are fairly quiet next week. Small chance for some snow showers as we go Tuesday night into Wednesday. Nicole has a check of your roads this morning.
All right, Kyle, thank you. Let's take a live look outside now. This is I-465 at White River, where you can see just a few cars on the roads here at 449. Not a whole lot of action out there this early morning. We'll keep you updated all morning long here on Good Morning Indiana on any delays or crashes that might impact your commute. An update to the Clorox wipe shortage. Its maker now expects the product won't be fully stocked again until the middle of next year. The popular disinfectant wipes are once again flying off the shelves as coronavirus cases surge. This is now the third time this year the company's expectations have been crushed. Clorox has continuously pushed back the time frame for when nationwide shortages would ease. Its previous prediction was the end of this year. Petco is taking big steps to improve their delivery options during the pandemic. For the first time ever, Petco will offer same-day delivery of pet supplies to its customers nationwide through DoorDash. Petco says there won't be a delivery fee as long as the order is over $35. The pet supply store has also revamped its website and app for a better customer service experience. Orders placed before 2 p.m. local time would be eligible for same-day delivery. The Colts are preparing for a big game against the Raiders this week that could determine their shot at the playoffs. Indianapolis defeated the Houston Texans last week, so they will try to ride that momentum into this week's game. Right now, the Colts are 8-4 and tied with Tennessee at the top of the AFC South. Currently, Tennessee holds the tiebreaker over the Colts. So as it stands right now, Indianapolis is in the 7th and final playoff spot. But the Raiders are 7-5 and just a game behind the Colts, and Vegas is looking to get into the playoff picture with a win.
Having gone against this defense and being in the division a few times, you certainly know they know me and I know them, and so whatever tweaks and things they may do is more in that kind of that chess match from me to them and them to me also, and collectively to our offense. So I think there's a little bit of a combination of that, but I don't see that there's necessarily a real advantage either way, other than just kind of it's allowing you to go, man, 29 times against the same franchise is pretty cool.
The Colts visit the Raiders in Las Vegas. Sunday kickoff is 4:05 p.m. Indy time. If Santa were to take his reindeer through the McDonald's drive-thru, well, what do you think they would order? Coming up, the fast food chain is taking a guess and giving the meals away for free. It's 4:52. You're watching Good Morning Indiana right here on WRTV. The holidays are here, and in the season of giving, McDonald's is giving away free meals next week with a Christmas twist. The fast food chain will give away menu items that it thinks fictional Christmas characters would love, and that includes things like fries for Rudolph, coffee for Scrooge, and pancakes for Buddy the Elf. The meals will be different each day starting Monday through Christmas Eve, and to get the deal, though, you do have to place a $1 minimum order through the McDonald's app, but it is a little different on Christmas Eve. McDonald's will be giving away free chocolate chip cookies in honor of Santa without the minimum purchase. This is a cool idea, Kyle. I need to figure out the day they're doing double cheeseburgers. That's my go-to.
Is it?
What about you?
Well, those pancakes are sounding pretty good this morning for a little bit of breakfast, so I need to find Buddy the Elf
syrup.
Day. You don't like syrup?
No.
Really?
Not my thing.
Okay, well, we're learning. We got to go with the double cheeseburger early this morning. All right, temperatures today will top out around 60 degrees. We've got those clouds that will continue to move in, but it's not until late evening and tonight that we've got some rain returning to the area as well. High temperatures stay mild into Saturday. Then by Saturday evening and the rest of that forecast, they do turn a little bit colder. We've got highs only in the 30s into the middle of next week. Looking ahead, the outlook that goes right through Christmas Day above average. That means that chance for a white Christmas continues to go down a little bit. It is 4:57 here on your finally Friday morning. We'll be right back with more coming your way on Good Morning Indiana.